9, get two double variables, cylinder radius, cylinder height, print the surface area. Okay, it's a common formula, but it has been a while, so surface area of a cylinder. There you go. So this is the formula we're going to use. Nine squared. Okay, so here we go. And again, we need to grab two things. Let's grab the short one. Be a little bit lazy. Okay, so surface area, energy, radius, height, CYL rad, CYL height. Okay. That's A. Okay, so now we've got to convert that formula into this. So, okay, so we got two sections of code. We're going to make sure each of those is done properly. So the first one is 2 times pi, math.pi, times radius, times height. Okay, so there's part 1. And then in part 2, 2 times pi again, times math.pow, so radius squared. Okay, each of those is done separately, and then they're put back together. Remember that there's no understood or invisible operators in Java. For mathematics, we have to actually list multiplication every time we do it. Right, and that looks functional. Don't have a practice problem, but we can check with the tester we just made. Let's go ahead and do that. 4, 9, 326, 4, 9, 326. Yep, we did good. We'll move our 10 another. Yeah, 10 was another riddle. Okay. Grab the sphere radius and calculate volume. Okay, so it's going to be very similar to what we just did with less work. The volume this time, and this time we want the sphere's radius, and we only need the 1. All right, so okay, so delete the whole thing. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and do this, and then we'll adjust it in the meantime after we get done. So we have 4 divided by 3 as a fraction, so we'll leave that together, times math.pi times math.pow, hrad, and 3. Okay, and then I wrap everything in an extra parenthesis, so it's calculated. All right, now here's the thing. This is going to error. Well, it's not going to error. This is going to give you the wrong answer. And the reason being is because of this fraction. Now, 4/3 is important. We know it's 1.333333. The problem is we're doing integer division inside Java. 4 is an integer. 3 is an integer. So when you divide those, you get another integer, meaning your answer will always be 1. So that's not good. Now, what we can do to fix this is we just perform our other math function is casting. So, hey, I want to treat, doesn't matter, let's do the 4. We're going to treat the 4 as a double by casting it. Now, a double divided by an integer will give us a double. So now that should work. And we'll do our test here. 6.19. 993. 6.19. 993. We're good. Okay. Compound interest, which is this function right here, and we do have test values here. Now, we don't have to get anything from the keyboard this time. This is just hard-coded. So A, P, R, N, and T. A is what we're actually solving for, so we'll stick this one further down. Okay. So P, principal, which is basically the amount of value you start with, the rate, which is the interest rate, as a decimal. Okay. N is number of compounds per year, and T is time in years, and total amount. Okay, so we've got to hard code these. Okay, $5,000, 5%, 10 years, monthly. $5,000, 5%, move the decimal to 0.05, monthly, 12 times, over 10 years. All right, so when I look at this formula, I got a lot going on. I've got multiplication, I've got addition, division, and again, I have to watch the rate. Then I've got multiplication up inside the exponent. So, got to break that down a little bit. So, I've got my principal, or P, times 1 plus, now I need my decimal, so my rate, R, divided by N. Okay, we're good there. R is a double, so we're good there. In fact, saving these all as doubles is going to mean we don't have to worry about casting at this point. And now we have all of that raised to N times T. Now, here's the thing. The exponent is actually only attached to the parenthesis. A couple of students that have shown me their code have tried to include P in that calculation. P is just multiplied. Remember order of operations. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Multiplication comes after exponent, so we need to satisfy that first. So this right here is what's going to be our base. So I'm actually going to create a temporary value, double, we'll just call this, we did X and Y, here's Z, and we'll just stick that part of the code in there. Okay, so what I've actually got is math.pal, Z is my base, and then my upper value is N times T. Okay, those get multiplied, then I tack on P at the very end. So I'll get my print statements. And this is just a half step to save how complicated it was getting. So the total amount is A. Let's see. Oh, I'm missing a parenthesis. And here, there's n times 2, there's tau. Oh, I've got an extra one here. There we go. All right, so let's run and see if we get the same answer that we're looking for. 8,235, I think so. Yep. Okay, now they want their output as just dollars, so we can fix that. Again, with casting, we'll just call it as an int. And there we go.